What's up, everyone? Cardio Confessions. I'm the machine, Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of Outright Bar, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, and I am also an exhibitor at the Mr Olympia, at the Arnold Classic, and soon to be Athleticon. Let's talk about Athleticon. Athleticon is a show put on by The Rock. The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, aka the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, well, The Rock is cooking up a nice little death stew for the Olympia, or so they say. Now, there's one thing The Rock doesn't have, which means that there's one thing that the Olympia will always have, and that's the Sandow. Every bodybuilder's dream is to win the Sandow. In fact, if you were to list out the Olympia winners, most bodybuilding enthusiasts can probably list them out, from Lee Haney to Dorian Yates to Ronnie Coleman, etc., etc., etc. Could even list the number twos. Probably list a lot of people who came within striking distance, never won it, like Cormier, like Lavroni, like Flex Wheeler. Even the Arnold Classic, which as an exhibitor has more people there, doesn't have the prestige of winning the Sandow. So as long as the Olympia has the Mr. Olympia contest, oh, but the quality of the contest was down. But guess what? Ticket sales were over the year before. They sold more tickets than the previous year. It was a good year for the Olympia. The Expo, a lot of companies complained, said it wasn't busy enough. Maybe their booth just sucked. The Ambrosia Outright Bar booth was fucking rocking the whole weekend, man. We gave out 10,000 plus samples of the Outright Bar. Met with a ton of international distributors. The Olympia is still the place to be. So the Athleticon is going to be early October, whereas the Olympia is mid-September. The Athleticon, from what I hear internally in the industry, a lot of companies who've been out, they're actually thinking of skipping the Olympia to do Athleticon. And I am telling them to do so. So that way, my booth will stand out more at the Olympia. You're goddamn right I'm doing the Olympia. As long as I have bars to sample, I will be at the Olympia. As long as I have people to hug, I will be at the Olympia. I'll be at the Arnold Classic. It's our hometown. Look, TigerFitness.com, MTS Nutrition, outright. Our headquarters are Vegas and Ohio. Fucking perfect. That worked out great, didn't it? So the Rock show, I believe, is going to be in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken, in October. Not a bad place to be. It's not Vegas. It's still better than Ohio in March. But, you know, here's my opinion. For the companies that can only do one, I think they're kind of bullshitting. Because there's Expo West. There's so many different trade shows. I think they might minimize their exposure and put more money. Basically, they have $100,000 to spend. They'll increase it to 120 and put maybe more in Athleticon, maybe split it 50-50. I don't see the Olympia going down. But let's get into why I heard this happen. So if you remember a couple years ago, you know, basically The Rock was at the Olympia. He was hosting it, right? And they were working out this big thing for bodybuilding. So allegedly, what happened is The Rock said, hey, let's meet, let's do a deal. So AMI, American Media, said, hey man, it could be yours. We need $350 million. I believe that was the total, correct me if I'm wrong, or don't correct me. Just let's say it was a fuckload of money. The Rock's like, well, The Rock can start this organization for $1,242, jabroni. And The Rock has more PR than American Media and the Olympia ever will. If you smell, I gotta stop doing that. So basically The Rock's like, why would I buy an existing event that's been slightly, at least from an Expo standpoint, on the decline for the last few years, when I'm the fucking Rock. The Rock is basically the fucking dude. The Rock is the most popular, well-loved man in the world right now. I don't think I've seen a movie without The Rock in it for the past 13 years. The Rock is in old children's movies. He's in every action movie. Probably in some romantic comedies I'm going to watch over the next year. He's on every TV show. He's got 14 game shows. He's on Instagram. He's everywhere. I can't get rid of the guy. Great guy, though. I spoke to him before. Really nice guy. So the question is, will Athleticon take over the Olympia or kill the Olympia? My answer is maybe. Not kill it. It might hurt it. It might cripple it a little bit. At least for the first couple years. However, I don't think people really go to these shows for the bodybuilding. If you look at it this way, I believe the capacity at the Orleans, which by the way is an absolute fucking shithole, embarrassment of a hotel, located in porn stripper district, in the heart of the area you don't go to, Vegas. Literally, there's porn stores all around it, which is why I stay there frequently. People don't give a fuck about the contest, man. People go there for the Expo. Arnold, people go for the atmosphere. It's Arnold, right? It's a sports extravaganza. People don't give a shit about who's on the Olympia stage. In fact, I thought this year was a bit more exciting. You didn't have Phil. You didn't have Kai. You were seeing who is going to come out of nowhere and win their first Olympia. We knew Boniak. We knew Curry. We didn't know who, we thought we knew Dexter could do it. We had no idea. In my opinion, this is the most exciting Olympia we've had. It was always like, oh, who's going to win, Phil or Kai? Oh, who's going to win, Phil or Sean? It was never like, I have no fucking idea out of 10 people who's going to win. I chose Brandon Curry, and I was right. Because I'm just fucking right. But people go to the, like, look at this. The Expo has tens of thousands of people walk through it, right? At capacity, the bodybuilding show can hold like 8,000 people. Nobody gives. Well, people do care. People are there to meet up. Go to expos, eat some bars, go to Vegas, watch a show, get away from the kids and just have a reason to do so. I know dozens of people who I know from Instagram and social media who were literally, they'd go there, they hit the Expo instead of the Arnold because the Arnold's much busier, much harder to get around. They see the same people at this Expo as the other Expo, much easier to get around. They go in there, they talk to all the people they want to talk to, the lines are much shorter. They go hit on Mike or she, they say what's up to me, you know, fucking, what's his face? The guy on the Food Network, whatever, but he was right behind me. He has a competing bar. You know, you could see everybody from professional bodybuilders to top pros, to me, to Mike, to fucking everybody, right? Like, dude, who was there? Nate Diaz was there, Stockton slapping everybody. Oh, my entire team took pictures with him. I had no idea who he was. I couldn't recognize him. He looks a lot bigger on TV. So I got him in a rear naked choke and he didn't know what to do. Yeah, he was scared. I did outweigh him, so hopefully I could just like, maybe just lean into him a little bit and I'd still get killed. Nonetheless, bros, the Olympia's not going anywhere. In fact, I think this might actually make the Olympia, see, there's always a converse, right? Competition breeds excellence, right? It puts somebody on your toes. If they know that they're going up against someone, maybe people at American media will stop making dumb choices and actually improve the show. And I don't know, lower the booth prices so they're not more than the Arnold. Seriously, a booth price at the Olympia is more than the fucking Arnold. And the Arnold gets double the people. Maybe they'll be more competitive. It's gonna drive costs down. I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna be at the fucking Olympia, man. I already reserved my booth. I'm gonna be there. The whole crew's gonna be there. Because we started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, a whole team's fucking here. So we're gonna be there. And we're gonna be at Athleticon. We're gonna beat the Arnold. I don't go to other shows, but those are the big ones we're going to, the national shows. You know, I just don't have time to go to every show. But these are expos. They make sense. They do. So will the Athleticon kill the Olympia? Maybe hurt it a little. But American media, if they step up their game, this could be the best thing to ever happen to them, because competition breeds excellence. And you guys, what do you think? Am I out of my mind? Or am I correct? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Marc Lobliner, and I'll see you at the Athleticon, Olympia, and Arnold, and that's not a game.
I'll tell you how amazing it is. This stuff is so amazing. Hands down, best bar I've ever had. Absolutely. Delicious. That peanut butter, good as hell.
It really comes through, eh? The peanut butter
Amazing.
Awesome.
That's so good.
That's your sample, that's yours, you earned it. That is fabulous. Really, really good.